The goal of NIST's safety policy is for staff to leave work in the same shape they arrived, and many of us arrive in a car. Whether you're resuming a familiar commute or starting a new one with our return to campus, you can use the opportunity to build safe driving habits. Distraction is a leading factor in fatal and injury-causing crashes, ranking among alcohol and speeding as dangerous to driving. One of the most common misconceptions around distracted driving is that a hands-free device eliminates the danger of using a cell phone while driving. That's too bad because it doesn't. Hands-free devices offer no safety benefits because they do not eliminate mental distraction. The truth is that switching between two mentally complex tasks, in this case driving and carrying on a conversation, overloads our brain. We can miss up to 50% of our driving environment because our brain prioritizes the phone call. Driving while talking on the phone, even if it's hands-free, increases the risk of injury and property damage fourfold. Inattention blindness, slower reaction times, and drifting from the lane are risks specific to using a cell phone while driving. So commit to your safety and other drivers' safety. Take or make phone calls only when you're safely parked.
Yes, Mom, I'm eating enough.
Unfortunately, phone calls aren't the only driving distraction. Infotainment systems and touchscreens take your eyes off the road, and voice-to-text can distract you longer than texting would. You can decrease your risk by setting and forgetting navigation and playlists before you start your drive. Avoid interacting with them until you're safely parked. And red lights don't count. Once distracted, it takes time for your brain to refocus on the road. Activities like eating, shaving, applying makeup, or reaching for something in your bag or backseat are certainly dangerous while driving, but they are typically short-lived because we are cognizant of the risk they pose. Phone or voice-to-text conversations leave us exposed to risk for longer because we do not realize we are distracted during that time and so don't change our behavior. Intense conversations or arguments with passengers are dangerous too, but adult passengers often monitor and discuss traffic with the driver. They also tend to suppress conversation when roadway conditions are demanding. Unlike a caller, they can see the road ahead. Finally, people tend to believe that listening to music or a podcast is just as distracting as having a phone conversation, but that's simply not true. Listening is a passive activity, so doesn't detract from your capacity for driving safely.
I thought you said you loved this birdwatching podcast.
Before the Safety Minute, you were probably already aware of the risks of distracted driving. Studies by the National Safety Council also suggest that you tend to believe you are a more skilled driver than others on the road. Perhaps you are, but very, very few of us are good at multitasking. A University of Utah study found that 98% of the public cannot perform two mentally demanding tasks simultaneously without doing at least one badly. So let's close the gap between our awareness and what we do. Drive without distractions. No phone call, text, or playlist is more important than your safety.